Hey there, investors. Today we are looking at Chevron versus Exxon Mobil. It's the battle of the oil giants. Come on, let's dive in and see who's right for you. Hey, if you liked what's going on here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss a single episode, and tell all your friends about it so they can join in the conversation. All right, everybody, we are diving right in with Chevron, ticker CVX. Their dividend yield is 3.9%. That's filled with gold because it's greater than our 2.6 baseline threshold that we look at. And that's on a valid price of $121.34 a share as of 31 May. Chevron is not qualified for cash flow per share or earnings per share, but they are a DIV 0. So that's 17 years of increasing dividends per share. Here's what that looks like on the long-term trend. Those of you that follow the oil industry, you're not surprised by all these ups and downs going on here, but this dividend trend line is a nice, smooth upward trend. Here's what that looks like on the year-to-year changes. All right, let's head over to Exxon Mobil, XOM. Their yield 3.8, very similar to Chevron, but that's on $76.25 a share, so quite a bit less in the valid price. Now, just like Chevron, they are not qualified for cash flow per share or earnings per share, but they are also a DIV 0. Here's what that looks like on the long-term trend, pretty similar to what we saw before. Cash flow and earnings bouncing around a lot, with the dividends nice and steady, increasing. And here's the year-to-year trend. All right, well, let's get right into the comparison of the two. Here we see that they are both DIV 0s, and their yields are pretty close, 3.8, 3.9. But let's see what that looks like on the cash flow compared to each other. So cash flow per share, you know, they're just offset, but generally speaking, the curves look very much the same. Here's the earnings per share. Now, this is kind of interesting here, where Exxon had better earnings per share than Chevron going into 2018, and then Chevron starts beating out Exxon. So a lot of interesting things going on here. And let's look at this dividends per share. This is where the money hits the road as far as a lot of investors are concerned. If you're looking at this as an income play, you're getting more out of Chevron than you are out of Exxon Mobil. Both of them are pretty good, solid companies, long, strong track record, so it's a pretty safe bet on either one. If you got to pick between one or the other, then you're looking at Chevron, but it's also more expensive, so you can still get a decent return if you want to just go with Exxon. Well, I would love to hear what you have to say, your thoughts on these two companies. Which one of the oil giants did I not mention that you thought we should have been looking at? Leave your comments down below. Make sure to tell your friends about it so they can join in as well. Y'all have a great week.